verb?
Reproduction plants. Filaments. Corolla. Stamen.
Vegetative propagation.
Fertilization. Pollination. Pistil. Budding. Androecium. Thalamus. Calyx. Zygote.
Before going to start our session, I would like to give short description on plants. We see a great diversity of plants around us. Some plants produce flowers while some do not. Some plants produce fruits while many do not. Yes or no? Yes. There are more than 3 lakh species of plants on the earth. And they produce their species to continue their existence on the earth. Yes? Okay. I would like to ask a few questions to you. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Plants cannot stand without this part. Very good. Root. Very good. Absolutely correct. Next question. It is the passageway of nutrients from the soil to the different parts of the plant. Which part it is?
This is a part of
Step. Yes, correct. It is a part. Step. Next question. It is responsible for taking in carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen.
This is the part.
Very good. Leaf. This is the reproductive organ of a plant.
This is the part. Flower.
Very good. This is the plant flower. Last question. Have you tasted an apple, tomato, cucumber? What part of the plant are these? This is a part fruit. Very good.
Flowers and fruits.
Yes, absolutely correct. We will study about flowers and fruits. Do you know which part of the plant gives rise to fruit? Ganesh.
Flower.
Flower, absolutely. Attractive part of a plant. What role do flowers play in plants' life? Today we are going to discuss about all these questions in today's session. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Are you ready to listen?
Yes.
Ready to
Learn.
Okay. Flower. Okay. Now I'll distribute flowers. Please take one white plain paper. Known as hibiscus, or we can call it China rose. Its scientific name is Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Okay. So dissection of a flower. It is a good way to understand about floral parts and its reproductive parts. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Let us hold flower by its stalk. This is known as stalk. Okay? Just above this stalk, slightly swollen head-like structure is there. This is known as thalamus. Okay? Next, here this green color flowers. This is known as calyx. This is known as calyx. Calyx has 2 parts. This is epicalyx and this is calyx. Now I'll remove epicalyx and calyx. Okay? Follow me. Just remove epicalyx. and place it on your white paper. Don't damage your flower. Remove calyx. Remove calyx. White paper and label it as calyx. Calyx. Have you all removed?
Yes.
Have you all removed calyx?
Yes.
Next, after removing calyx of a flower, you have to remove it slowly, corolla. Corolla?
Yes.
Then see here. After removing corolla, you can see here ovary. Ovary. Right under thalamus, you can see bulb-like structure. This is called ovary. Okay? Goes on, you can see here tube-like structure. This is called style. At the top of this style, you can see bead-like structure, stigma. Remove ovary. Cut open this ovary. Split open. Slowly. Cut open ovary, you can see ovules inside ovary. Show. Ovary, ovules. Place on this. Part. This yellow in color sac-like structure is called anther or pollen sac. And just below the anther you can see filament. Filament. calyx. All sepals are fused here to form calyx, and all petals are fused here to form corolla. See, you can observe here soft elongated tube-like structure, stamen, and at the top of this stamen you can see anther or pollen sac. Same. On the top of the thalamus, right on the thalamus you can see ovary. Have you all observed these 4 pods in your flower dissection?
Yes.
Most of the flowers contain these 4 parts. What are they?
Calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium.
In androecium, anther and filament. Two parts are there. Together we can call it as androecium or male reproductive system. Male reproductive system or male reproductive parts. In gynoecium, ovary, style, stigma. All together we can call as gynoecium or female reproductive parts or female reproductive system. Okay? Based on presence or absence of these 4 parts, flowers are divided into 2 types. They are complete flower holes are 4 parts. That flower is known as complete flower. Example, just before you have seen hibiscus and datura. These 2 flowers are complete flower. Incomplete flower, a flower which is missing any one part among these 4, that flower is called incomplete flower. Okay? Based on presence and absence of this androecium and gynoecium, flowers sexual, bisexual, and bisexual. Unisexual flowers contain either androecium or gynoecium. Is this complete flower or incomplete flower? Unisexual flower. Is this complete or incomplete? Why it is incomplete?
Because it is missing one of the part that is.
Yes, absolutely right answer. Appreciate it. Unisexual. If this flower contains androecium, you can call this flower as the male flower. Okay? Reproduction. Do you know what is reproduction? Reproduction.
The reproduction will be happening in the flower by the pollinations. There are 2 types of pollination.
Simple definition.
When the pollen grains will transfer to stigma.
I am not asking you to sexual reproduction. I am asking you only definition of the reproduction.
The reproduction of a flower makes a formation of zygote.
From its own kind, that is called reproduction. Okay, did you get me? The process of producing young ones of their own kind, that is called reproduction. Reproduction, asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, the process of producing their offspring. Observe this sexual reproduction in most of the plants, but asexual reproduction this is an interesting thing in the plant. A baby plant can grow without sexual reproduction. That means without forming a seed. Asexual reproduction, 3 types of asexual reproduction is there. Okay? First one is vegetative reproduction or vegetative propagation. Second one is budding. Third one is spores. Okay? Today we shall discuss about vegetative reproduction parts. Do you know vegetative parts of a plant?
Yes.
What are they? Vamshi.
Stem.
First one.
Stem.
Stem.
Leaves.
Leaves. Very good. Correct answer. Observe this vegetative propagation by roots in sweet potato. Best example of vegetative propagation by root, sweet potato. Okay? We can observe is the root of a plant. Okay? We can observe roots on sweet potato and birds grow on these roots. When these birds detach and buried under the soil, these birds grow into a new plant. So this sweet potato is propagated by roots. Okay? Now if we go how farmers grow potato in their field. Potatoes are propagated by stem. This is a swollen underground stem. We can observe depressions on this potato. Depressions on the potatoes are known as buds. Okay? So you can observe a new plant from this eyes in potatoes. Understand? Okay. One more example. These two also, ginger and turmeric. These two also underground swollen stems. Here you can observe separate branches. These separate branches are known as rhizomes. Rhizomes. When you plant these rhizomes separately, this can grow into a new plant. Discuss sugarcane, etc. Okay? Vegetative propagation by leaf, we can observe this propagation in bryophyllum. This leaf is known as bryophyllum. Can you see these edges of the leaf?
Yes.
Okay? This from boys, Srihan is there.
So now I am going to explain about the floral parts of the flower. We can see that these are the ovules which were present in the ovaries, and we can see the pollen grains which were stick to the stigma.